think it's worn off for fans yet. We're still so happy you guys are coming back. Is it worn off for you guys at all yet?
No, because we still haven't really started yet. So we're like, yay.
Well, I guess what was it like for you guys watching? The fans did all those Twitter and email campaigns. What was that like for you guys sitting back watching that and all that go on?
We honestly owe season 2 to the people in this room.
Yeah.
I really believe that. I really believe it. You guys are so amazing. We all love this room.
It was so good. Like when I was watching it all on social media, I was so encouraged, but I also felt like I could only engage a little bit, which, as you know, is really hard for me to keep my voice shut on Twitter. So, but I was just really amazed at how much people wanted it, and it made a huge difference. So it was done with class and grace.
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very little threats, but in the right places. Implied threats, which I like. So.
Melanie, I guess Wynonna was such a breath of fresh air. Her character coming on the scene this season, she's vulnerable and she's tough and badass. I guess what's your favorite aspect of Wynonna to portray?
I was thinking about it the other day. I think often, and I say this a lot, but you know that directors are always like, action hero. So you immediately know if you've done this for a while, you're like, okay, so wear your push-up bra and don't make funny faces and just like be a tart. Like it's just the worst. And if you're playing a lawyer, you always have to, it's always these really boring boxes that you have to fit in. And Wynonna just didn't fit into any of them. But that was her purpose. Like that was the point of her. And so just that freedom of just being like, yeah, do that stupid face you made, and like, don't do it too much, but just own it.
And Dominique, Waverly had a very busy finale, I guess.
What happened to your hair?
Yeah. Are you already prepping for dark Waverly?
She's a hair dye virgin. She has never dyed
This
her
is
hair.
the first time I've ever hair dyed. It's very exciting. But I guess even more like shocking than Waverly touching the goo was the fact that Bobo told Waverly she might not be an Earp.
No.
So what would the implications of that be for Waverly?
I said this at San Diego. It's going to be really interesting to see what Emily does from here. But we were talking about it, and it's just, would she even tell Wynonna? I don't know. Like it's been a moment between her and Bobo, so it's going to be extremely tough for her to take on board and actually come to terms with. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what Emily has in store.
Yeah, and how do you feel about being an evil genius that left us with like all those cliffhangers?
I feel okay. I feel good. It was pretty funny, like inevitably when you get to the end of the first season, you're basically running on fumes. So I wrote so many cliffhangers at the request of the network, but now it's that feeling when you set your alarm at midnight because you feel really good and you're like, I'm gonna get up at 6 a.m. and swim 20 laps, and then you wake up at 6 a.m. and you're like, screw past me, I'm not doing that. I feel like I have set the stage for future Emily, and future Emily is gonna have to figure it out, but she might be cursing past Emily's name. No, I like the challenge. I feel like I know what's gonna happen for almost every cliffhanger, except who Waverly shoots. I just haven't decided yet. I feel like if there was only some sort of gift-giving system, points awarded, pro and con.
I give you a coat.
You did give me a coat,
But Tim has the Fandras shirt on, right?
Yeah. That's a minus point. That's a minus point.
I've accepted that the gun is pointing at me and Mel, and I'm pretty sure it ain't Mel. But
I don't know. Shamir's being pretty quiet over there. We've seen the range on Peacemaker. I mean, he was in the back of the van. Well, it wasn't Peacemaker though. That's true. So.
I'll take the bullet.
Oh, we'll see. You're pretty fast. I heard Doc Holliday is pretty fast.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
When it counts, he's pretty fast.
And Shamier, we did get a lot of answers in the finale, but we still don't know what is up with dolls. Charles and his lizard eye. Do you know? Has Emily told you? And if not, do you have any guesses?
I know if you guys follow me on Twitter, I'm hoping Dolls is a unicorn. That's what I'm pushing for unicorn. But honestly, I have no clue. I think it's something that we're gonna figure out hopefully in season 2 of him. You know, and I don't know, what do you guys want him to be? It's up to you guys. Maybe you guys tell Emily.
Well, you were in Baghdad with the special forces.
Yeah.
Middle East and evil entities
Okay.
and you're trying to control.
Sure.
Done.
Great. Good. You're hired.
Come on, you're right with that.
I need an outline by Monday. Like 8 a.m. 8
You're dealing with
a.m.
demons, so let's expand.
Perfect. Perfect. What's the special effects budget on this? We have like 2 straws and a knife. Okay. Get back to me. Workshop this. Okay.
Did you guys have anything that really surprised you when you were watching the show back? I mean, obviously you filmed it, you know what's going to happen to your character, but was there anything that really surprised you guys as you were watching it?
Just all the stuff that you're not in. Like, Mel and I would sit there and be like, oh my god, they did really good on that, didn't they? Like, I was probably at home just like making food, and then, you know, it's really fun to see it all come together and see what these guys are doing. The fight scene, that looked amazing. Obviously, we weren't there for that, but it was awesome. Yeah, lots of fun.
And like Fridays became the highlight of my life because I didn't watch the shows until Fridays, so I was watching it at the same time everybody else was. So it was like when it was not Friday, I was depressed.
I was always also surprised of like the special effects. Like we didn't know what Peacemaker really was gonna do. Yeah. Like I just was pointing it. And I was like, oh, it does look like it. Pointed good. So those effects were like the remnants going down.
Oh yeah, being on set when the blade went down was great. I remember watching that poor actor, man.
Just all of them. They were like, we have to do what? Like their faces just dropping.
It wasn't decided how they were supposed to die yet, so the direction was just kind of.
Just like hop along.
A post, like they called it something. I think Paolo called it like a postmodern cubist dance. Or something like that. It was famous.
Remember when you had to run from a non-existent tentacle?
Yes, I had to do that.
You were
And I was
really
like,
good, but it looked amazing.
I hope this works. It was just all of the special effects where you're like, I have no idea what I'm doing, so let me know if I did my job.
I couldn't believe, and I'm not just saying this, I don't let tell these guys, but I couldn't believe how incredible the cast was. I mean, honestly, when I was getting the footage, everybody could handle a joke, everybody was so emotive, everybody was so surprising, and you could put any 2 of these guys together, and it was magic. Like, that was amazing to see, you know, that there was not one pairing I couldn't do that wouldn't give me something that would bring tears to my eyes or make me laugh. So that was the best thing for me. That surprised me the most.
Speaking of magic, like I know for a lot of Wynonna fans, the true love story of the show is the relationship between Waverly and Wynonna, and now, given how the season ended with Waverly pointing the gun at Wynonna, I guess what is the potential impact for Wynonna of not having Waverly right there by her side the way she was in season 1?
I already feel bad for Wynonna, which is like really weird. I'm like, I don't want to leave you and be horrible and mean, but
I hope you're horrible to me. I hope you're horrible. I feel like it's just finally Wynonna finds, you know, the support that she needs from the person that she loves and trusts, and then just to have that ripped away. After everything that's happened, I think it's really hard. Like she's already lost one sister, and then to have to lose another one, it's just really horrifying.
I haven't lost her yet.
But if I plan like maybe I might.
That's good.
And Tim, I've heard that you kind of like comic books. Might be a fan. And so you're actually writing some comics with Bo. Smith, who the show's based on his comics, I guess. What's that experience been like?
Yeah, like I said before, you're just looking at a human being that's literally living their dream. I don't know what your dream is or what dream you had, but this for me is it. And I want to thank Emily so much. Honestly, we didn't get to see you when we announced season 2, and it was the only part of that experience that wasn't great because
It wasn't great for me either, but I was pretty happy we got season 2, and you guys were pretty amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. And so yeah, being on a freaking TV show based on a comic book was the greatest thing that could happen, and then I got to play a pretty cool character also and work with amazing people. And then IDW was just awesome, and they kind of hooked me up with Bo, and we got along, and this opportunity came up, and I was ready. They're like, hey, do you think you can have a story? I said, I have a bunch ready, I'm ready to send you now. And then Bo brought me back, and he was just like, amigo, we're on to something. And then, that's been it. So more to come, and I'm super excited.
When does it come out?
November.
And Shamier, we really saw Dolls evolve throughout the season. He was real tough and no nonsense with Wynonna, and then by the end, he really valued both of the Earp girls on his team.
Yeah.
So what is it about these two Earp women that were able to break down Dolls' walls?
Other than the fact that they're so beautiful, that's not gonna lie. But no, it's just that I think he really adores the camaraderie that they have together, the relationship they have as sisters. And I think Dolls, being as rigid as he is and such a straight shooter, seeing that essence of family, you know, hopefully we'll discover a little bit more about Dolls' family past, but seeing that with the Earp girls really gave him that inspiration to want to give him that life, you know, and that love that you saw grow throughout the season. And I'm really looking forward to season 2 so I can explore more, because I know a lot of the fans want to know so much about Dolls and his background and his past, and having him smile a little more. And I promise you guys will be in for a treat season 2.
It's a good smile.
I think a lot of us often talk about how we keep watching the show over and over because there's so many good lines that you can't catch them all the first time. So I guess what was everybody's favorite line, whether it was said by your character or someone else's that someone else said?
Well, me, it was the boobs and dynamite.
Oh yeah, that was good. Boobs and dynamite's good.
Can we get some dynamite?
Yeah. We'll crowdfund some dynamite for
Blow
now.
something up, I just want to hold it. Find the box and you can the dynamite.
Dynamite's really unstable. Did you ever watch Lost? That's good. I'm working on this. I'm trying to stall like
I think the problem is that there's so many, right? It's like every episode there's just these cool bits from each of us.
Oh my god! You know what I don't give credit to enough is the champ. I know, but hear me out. He had the line, I don't even put gluten in this. And he was just so like such a great line.
He had really great comic timing.
Yeah.
He was advertising.
I like how Tim Doc Holliday says Wynonna Earp Wynonna.
I need the cowboy hat and mustache to say it. So
What do you say now? Can we do it now or no? Doesn't work.
I honestly can't do the accent.
Nothing?
Try, it's horrible. It's like and then all of a sudden I put the hat on and I go and there it is. I can't do it now.
Okay, do any of the fans have any questions for the cast? Okay. I saw her first with the jean jacket.
Hello.
Where are you from?
Sorry, got a bit excited then.
Yeah!
That's a good question.
I missed it because I was listening to your
She
character.
didn't listen to the question at all.
If you could give a piece of advice to your character, what would it be? That's really good.
Well, Doc Holliday needs to watch Monica too. Catch up to what he's missed. A couple of Netflix sessions and
Okay, anybody else?
I feel like Wynonna needs to get a like a better room.
Yeah.
Not see, but like I think she just needs to. What would I say though? There's so many ways to say you're a fuck up. I would be like, no, you know what? I would say you're doing good because I think she's the type of person who would be like,
Yeah. If you told Wynonna to get a bed, she'd like burn a bed.
yeah, like that. I would not give her advice and hope that that worked.
Yeah.
Wow. I think that Waverly has spent far too much time worrying about everybody else, maybe. And so I would say, like, follow your heart and just do some stuff for you for a bit, maybe. But then but now that she
Like on the show.
Okay, well obviously I would have given her the advice to not touch the tentacle. But that's done. I've done that now. I can't go back on that. You know?
I was just so shocked that she did it. I wrote it.
It was an amazing shot too. We brought in a crane and
I
everything.
know. Oh, I got in so much trouble. That was like one of the last shots we did, and we had this amazing director named Paolo Barsman, who's French, but we were really giddy because it was the end of the season. But he had staged the shot so that Doc and Wynonna had that amazing talk at the end where they're walking, talking about planting a tree for Willa to remember her by. But then they kind of stop and they just watch Waverly touch the goo. And Mel was sort of like, am I just watching my sister eat the goo? Like, are we doing anything? Do we notice? So we had to restage it. But so we took him, then he took down the whole crane.
It was like $20,000. Not a big deal.
Yeah, that was fun.
Advice that I give my character, I think Dahl should have a drink or two with a shot of tequila or something. He needs to loosen up.
That's fair.
And I guess this is for Dominique and Emily. The way hot relationship, you guys have talked about how you knew it was going to be. You've talked about how you knew from the beginning it was going to be important, but I guess, did you have any idea of how important it would end up being?
Yeah, Emily was like, so this is going to be a thing. And I was like, oh, okay. And then it was a thing. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, okay.
But even I got like a small tea thing.
No, I know.
Like a thing thing.
Yeah.
Lesbian survive.
Yay! That's all I want on my tombstone. My ancestors are going to be confused but proud. Yeah, and I know we said this all the time, but she was going to survive the whole time, since 2015. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. I honestly think, we all know this, but you know, regardless of the fact that it's about representation, it's also still about individuals. And again, I think it's about Dom and Kat, right? We can all agree that it's about these two incredible actresses making these two characters feel like real people having this incredible real relationship. Oh, someone's phoning me. Hello, this is totally perfect. She's my dentist. Yeah. He's very, very conscientious about my teeth. So that's the thing for me. I do have to say that when I got footage of that first scene when Kat Burrell walks into Shorty's and watch the amazing Dominique with the whole thing with the water. Like that kind of, I feel like the physicality of this cast is also really amazing. I was actually also going to say, when we were talking about favorite lines, one of my favorite things is just when Mel spins the gun and she's like, only I can handle it, and then it like goes on. Right? Like, no, that was amazing. So I also think it was just so adorable when Dom's playing with the taps and the shirt. And, but when I watched that, I was like, oh, this is good. So, but I also just want to say thank you to everybody for just embracing it in the spirit it was given. It was really fun, and like one of the characters' name is Hot, but everybody got that it was very positive and fun, and it should be. So, yeah.
Your videos are amazing.
Yes, they are amazing. I want to see me fall over a giant bag of money and be like, oh my god, where did this come from? And then Dolls is like a dragon. Doc is riding a dragon. Yeah, I know that gets funky with the dragon. In her new bed with a huge bed. I don't know. I just want to see more of these characters interacting. I'll just say from a writer perspective, one thing that's amazing is like, I don't have to introduce this incredible cast of these characters. You all know who they are and you love them, so now we can just hit the ground running season 2, hopefully. Those of us who can still walk. I'm just kidding.
I don't want to know too much. The best part, I mean, we're in such good hands, honestly. I don't want to be all gushy, but I'm not nervous. I mean, I'm nervous. None of it, like, she's killed me before in our lives. In fact. But it's such
Different show.
different show, 4 times show. But I don't have to hold it in. No, honestly, I loved getting the scripts and not knowing, like, I was reading the scripts, I was like, what is happening? And like, I love that, and I don't want to know, and I know that we're in such good hands with the writers, whatever they're going to do is fun. I just want to do it, let's just go, let's go!
We were saying earlier, like, why is it not January?
That's good. Ooh. I don't know why I did that.
Shamier, what do you want to see?
I'm with Tim, man. I'm just ready to go. Like, I really trust the writers, and you know, the utmost pleasure of being part of this project is just the excitement that I had every single table read and opening up that script every single week and seeing every episode and genuinely being excited and watching it like you guys are watching it, reading it, and going, wow, this is incredible. So I'm really looking forward to getting this thing started. Like, I'll start Monday morning, Emily. Like, I'm ready.
Oh my god. Where's that outline?
The outline.
I need that outline. It's a full script now, just.
I can save you a lot of money with my idea. Like, I just want to know more about the, like, I'm always a sucker for the family stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, me too. And like, why we're so messed up.
Yeah, we've heard a lot about Papa Earp. Any info? We're going to look into Mama Earp. Interesting.
Where is that bitch?
Sigourney? Like, is she a bitch? Is she Sigourney Weaver?
You say that on a panel, it just happens, right? I don't know. I think it's interesting she left. What is she? Oh, Juan Carlo. I love Juan Carlo.
He actually said, is she one Carlo?
Is she Juan Carlo? It is that type of show, for sure. Yeah.
No one cares. Guys, who's Juan Carlo?
I care.
Okay, I think we have time for one more question. It's over here.
Hi. My question is, if you guys have to choose one actor or actress to play your character for a day, who would you choose and why?
Ooh. Wow.
Like, they would play, like,
Yeah, they'd play your character for a day.
Hands down, Harry Styles for my character.
do you mean like on our show?
Like, you got fired. You got fired.
Harry, One Direction. I think I'd
I love
love to see Harry Styles. I think it'd be interesting.
I would love to see Shamier and
I think the hair would be more like Jerry curls in my opinion.
It'd be beautiful.
I love it. Let's do it.
Let's hear the accent.
One. Nope. Not
Okay.
Jennifer Lawrence. She'd be amazing. She'd be so good to be really open and everyone would be like, get her off the show.
These people are not listening for what the directions are.
She wouldn't touch the tentacle. She'd be like my character wouldn't do that.
You're putting somebody on the show to,
Oh!